Thank you, Deepak. So let me formally wish everybody a good morning, good evening, and a happy and healthy 2022. Uh, today, today we actually enter, in terms of the year number, we enter Sanjeewan's, our school's centenary year. Today is the first day of that year. And so I was looking at the first time I saw this was when I saw this invite was when I received something for last week for Alka's event, and I read the thing to say that this is Sanjeevan's common room. That brought back a lot of memories. And one of the big memories about the common room was Wednesday evening after dinner. Everybody was in a rush to get back to the common room so that they are in time for the Binaka Geetmala to begin. And social life used to revolve on Wednesday evenings around that time. So I joined Sanjeewan in 1966. I was already in Panchkani. I also did my kindergarten from in Panchkani, and I joined the school in the second standard in 1966. I was there throughout my schooling, and I left and passed out of the school in 1978 after my 12th standard. After that, it was Pune and Ferguson College where I did my BSc with zoology as my major and botany as the minor for graduating. I worked for 1 year. After that, I spent a little time in Mumbai and spent a little time in the Ahmednagar district working there. But then came back to Pune and did my MBA from IMDR, and that pretty much ended. I'd had it with education at that point, and I'd started working. I moved to Mumbai, and I started working with Diners Club. I was there with Diners Club for a year and a half, but I didn't quite like the whole. I was part of the sales team. I didn't quite like sales as a way of life. I got an opportunity for after that working with the World Wildlife Fund, and that was a place I had a lot of fun. I was responsible for what should I say? Spreading the message in a way of the environment, of animal conservation to the non-school, basically adults. So I work with housing societies, I work with companies, and I work with individuals who are willing to spend their time. I also worked with an organization at that time called the BNHS, and they had their own set of subscribers, and we sort of worked together. I visited and went to a lot of wildlife sanctuaries at that time as part of my job, and it was a really beautiful experience. But at some point, I sort of realized that I mean, you still need a little bit of money to make life a little easier. And I decided to move out of the World Wildlife Fund. I got an offer from Citibank, and it was a huge cultural shock once I joined Citibank from the World Wildlife Fund. I realized for the first, I think, couple of months, I didn't see the sunrise or the sunset. I was inside the office most of all the time. It was a lot of pressure, but at the end of the day, there was a lot of learning. And I was with Citibank for 3 years, and after that, I moved to Grindlay's bank. I've been with banks for for a long time. I moved out of Grindlay's in 2001 when Standard Chartered took over, but by then I was a known operations person, a banking operations person. My specialization was processes, process risk, and that was where I liked. That was my sweet spot. I have actually always liked to work in different geographies, different places. It gets you in touch with a different way of working, and it actually gets you to you meet all kinds of different people. It just enriches your own life by doing that. And so while in Grindlays, I spent about 5 years in Chennai when the bank moved me there. Once I moved out of Grindlays, I joined Infosys in Bangalore, and I spent about 3 years there in Bangalore. Uh, and then I sort of felt that I wanted to do something on my own, and I came back to Mumbai and I set up a consulting one man consulting office. I got a few through other consulting firms. I got a few good assignments in the Middle East and Indonesia, and it was one of these consulting gigs that I was doing with IDFC in Mumbai, where through where I actually met then my future wife, and so we met up in 2010, and then about 2012 I moved to the US, where we got married here. So that's pretty much my sort of overall professional physical journey till now. But coming back to the school, because that's what we're going to be talking about, that's what I want to talk about, is some of the memories that I have of the school. There are a lot of them. There are some which are silly, some which I will never mention ever outside of the school. But there are some that we can talk about. And a lot of these memories are about our teachers. I remember the amazing. I've never seen anybody who has a blackboard handwriting better than Mr. Das. It was uniform. It was amazing. I mean, that's something that still sticks with me. I remember Padukone sir, when he got mad, he had a red pen, a fountain pen, and if you made a mistake, he sort of rubbed the fountain pen ink on the tip of your nose. So pretty much everybody, when you went for lunch, or everybody knew that you screwed up in something in English. And then there was, for me, there was Mandlik sir. I mean, math was never my strong suit. I just pretty much barely made it through, the 35% that you needed. Mandlik sir decided that that's not good enough, and he sort of tutored me. And for my SSC, I actually got, I think, about 98% in math, and that was completely because of Mandlik sir. And when he saw the marks, I really don't know who was happier, whether he was happier or I was happier because of those marks. And then there are a lot of them. There was Kusum Thai teacher, and there were a lot of people who you remember. Then there were the other part of the memories, which were bunking or running away from school to watch maybe a shooting, a film shooting that was going on. I did that once only. And I remember it was something on Tableland, and we sort of run away. I don't remember the name of the movie. I knew Asrani was there in that movie. But so when I came back one day, we were sitting on the dining table. I don't know who had seen me there, but this subject came up and they said, hey, that we saw Abhijat on the Tableland. So I remember Saratai looked at me, looked at whoever that was, and said, no, that's not possible. Now, I could have easily said, no, I was there, but I just maintained a diplomatic silence, and that was that. So there were those things, and there was, I think, Enfield, which was there, where people went, ran away, where people went and got access to some chicken, whatever. So there were a lot of those kind of things which were, you have a lot of memories of. I also remember the early morning cricket practice with Kenny sir coming in for a few months during that time. Cricket was I mean, the whole beginning of the year was all about cricket, and different sports that you played during the different seasons. I remember the first time it sort of struck me when I don't remember. I think it was Mr. Barrow who was the person there, and for the athletics meet, the annual athletics meet, when I walked into the Reti ground, there were flags. It was neatly done. It was a military precision kind of job that was done, and it was, you just felt so nice, taking part in something like that. I've always thought about how would I have been as a person, would I have been a different person if I had gone to another school? Because I mean, I really believe what happens in this in your school during your school years uh, pretty much decides who you become. I mean, there's a lot of family also that goes into who you are. But if you spend this long in one school, I think that makes it. I spent all my formative years in Sanjeewan, and it did influence me in very intimate and basic ways. Um, it actually taught me to be open to new ideas. And long before the phrase lean in had become popular and famous, we were doing it in the school. We were told, volunteer for this, do everything, see what you like. We did sort of bird watching, we did painting, we did dramatics, debating, uh, uh, elocution. I don't think any, I mean, we even did sort of puppet shows where we made the puppets ourselves, made clothes for the puppets. So there was a whole gamut of activities which were outside of your normal traditional schooling that we were all exposed to while we were in school. And while unfortunately I can't paint or sing to save my life, it still gave me an appreciation for the arts. Um, I still remember Bhimsen Joshi coming and performing for us in the school. I remember Pula Deshpande coming there, I think once, maybe twice. These are memorable events that sort of stay with your mind. I remember sitting with Saraltai teacher in on the floor with a dari on the municipal grounds, listening to with age, I can't remember names, but listening to to Shivaji's life through the whole week in the evenings. Right. So there was a lot of exposure that you got, that I got, and I think all of us did, and it made me to a large extent what I am today. I mean, in terms of volunteering for different things, in terms of being able to work with different cultures, in terms of not being judgmental about people, just sort of understanding them and taking them as they are. And yes, so that's basically how the school influenced me. Um, Other than that, I think that's that, and so which actually brings me to finally what I want to say. So this is a school which I think pretty much played a big part in our growing up. Now the school is 100 years old, and I would like to make an appeal and take it forward from what Deepak said before I started speaking. Is the school, please, the school needs money to do a little bit of infrastructure updation. So whatever it is that you can do, if you can, just donate money itself, that'll be fine. Or if you want to take up a project and say that, all right, this project is on us and we will get it completed, that's also good. Yeah, I would say that even if you can get 5 people to get 5 admissions for the next academic year, that would be good. So in any way that you can help with with bringing the school back to what we believe it was during our time, would be very helpful. And right now in India, the person who is sort of from the alumni, the person who is coordinating all this is Umesh Trivedi. He was from our batch. So if any one of you need his contact number, I can give it after this. Please reach out. Otherwise, I'm sure Deepak has those details. So that's it from me.
Well done. Short and sweet and to the point.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I think I would like to know more about how the school has, how the school shaped all of us, and I'll share a few memories about the school, and that's what I tried doing. Yes.
Yes, I think a very nice talk, and you really summarized very well the hobbies and the culture at the school, where we knew everything about everything. There is nothing that we didn't do, including stargazing. Things like stargazing and all, it's not so easy. And I will tell you one of my beautiful memories of the school when we were preparing for SSC that year. Me and my friend Narayan Patwardhan, we had special permission to study late at night in the veranda between two dormitories. There used to be a light, and SSC students were allowed to sit late and study. So we would study right till 2:30, 3 o'clock at night. There was more of talking and less of studying. But in between, we used to go for a walk, and we used to go out, and then we used to play a game. Guess the time to the accuracy, to an accuracy of 15 minutes plus or minus. And with our knowledge of stargazing and observation of the sky, Narayan Patwardhan was much more proficient at it. We used to put a guess 1:45 or 2:15, and then we checked in wristwatches. We would be generally plus or minus 10 minutes off. We could guess the night time very accurately. This was as a result of this. And so the school made all of us very curious, you know. Everybody from Sanjeewan is curious. We want to go, like with blessings from people like Mandlik sir. We would question everything and try to understand the logic, the reason, and not take anything just for granted. We were encouraged to ask questions in the school. I think the Sanjeewan really molded us. I got that from your speech. That message came across from your speech. Very nice. Thank you, Abhijit. Abhijat.
Abhijat,
Yes.
That was Baba Saheb Purandare.
Correct. That was Baba Saheb Purandare.
Yes,
You're right.
and unfortunately, when you were here last month, he passed away at the age of 99. At the age of 99,
I read that
and
also.
that ground was the corporation ground. That was the corporation ground just on the way to Tableland.
Correct.
And with the red mud and all that, we used to go there every day to hear him.
Yes.
And that seminar or whatever was what you call it, Vakyan, it was Shivaji Vakyan. It made a lot of impact of many of the students. And many students remember that to date, and they are very, very influenced, got a good impression of that, what Shivaji was.
Yes.
True.
Coming about your question again, what actually you have been, I was thinking of coming and meeting you last month, but fortunately I was not in Pune, so it was not possible for me to come and meet you. But what do you think we can do? What are your plans? Something you might have discussed with Shashitai. Your stay was very brief, but some ideas you can give us what the school is thinking about.
All right. So what the school right now is they're doing it on a two-pronged way. One is there are some who prefer to just take up a project, and this goes batch-wise. So they just take up a project, and the batch contributes for that project, and the project gets done through in the school. The other is, you just say, all right, this is what I can afford to give. Maybe I don't know. It's whatever it is that you can afford. There is an account number that I think has been distributed. If it has not been, let me know. I will send it out to Deepak, and Deepak can then send it out to everybody who's there. In fact, Deepak can put it up on the site that he has, where he has all these presentations put up, so everybody can have a look at it. And you can contribute directly. Right now, the person who's coordinating that is Umesh. And my contribution to that, of course, is I'm waiting for them to open an account called the FCRA account, which is the account where the school can accept donations from outside the country. So I'll send in some money from here, but also I am working. So they have got different teams, committees for different aspects of the whole year. So there is one for the events committee, which is going to do a lot of stuff as part of that, because pretty much that's what covers it. There is a finance committee to make sure that the money is tracked, and in case somebody wants to report so what goes where the contribution is gone, they would be responsible for responding to that. And there is also committees for subcommittees for the actual events for the actual day. Then there's a committee for there is a first day cover that is happening, I think, in February. So they're coordinating with that. They're also trying to get a stamp for the school, but that's a lot more difficult because that has to apparently be approved by the Prime Minister himself. I'm not very hopeful that that will happen, but there's no harm in trying, and that's basically what they're also doing. What I would urge and really recommend for people to do, especially if they're around Pune and within driving distance of Pasgani, is maybe make a trip sometime to Pasgani at your own convenience. Have a look at what is happening, see what can be done, talk to Mr. Deshmukh and Shashtai there, and see where specifically the smaller ones, typically like your squirrel on the Ram Bridge to Lanka kind of thing, where you do little things, but it strengthens the overall structure. So you sort of see where you can help out there. It is a very interactive activity right now. So I urge you to actually, if you're close by there, go there, talk to the school people there, talk to Umesh, and you know what specific concrete things you can do in terms of money or effort.
Same here, Abhijat. 1975 batch. Just the new SSC batch, or whatever you call it, the 1970 batch, 75 batch is coming out with some funds. And as soon as they receive the funds, they are going to contact the school saying that we have collected such an amount and you tell us the project what we have to do. So these are some of the ideas which batch-wise some people are coming up. But for instance, our seniors who doesn't have batches, or they are single or 2 or 3, say 71, 72, 73, whatever they are, they can join them together and bring up some small project, whatever it is, whatever amount they collect, and approach the school.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Kalpana.
Hi, Kalpana.
Yes, Kalpana, please.
Chavan,
Yes,
if you all
please.
remember me, I'm now
I remember.
Kalpana.
Yes, I remember you.
Yeah, Kalpana Vincent.
Yes.
Hi.
Yeah.
Kalpana, glad to see you.
Hi,
We
hi,
have talked.
Abhijat.
We
Yeah,
have
so I'm
talked-
also doing a small project. Hello.
Yeah,
Yes.
something is wrong with your transmission of voice. The sound is not coming up.
Oh, mine, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now? Hello.
Yes, tell me. Talk.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. So I'm like an artist. So I'm doing some watercolor paintings of the school buildings. I've done a few of them. I wanted to make it into a booklet, then display it on our page and ask the ex-students to buy it and give the proceeds to the school. That was my thought.
Click on the color. You can
And
see.
also the Sanjeewan
No, now we are not able to hear you.
logo and celebrating centenary. So that is what my connection is very bad.
Yeah,
1
what
minute,
you
I'll
can do,
just
I
try
would
and
suggest, do a proper write-up and post it on Sanjeewan Century group. So we will make it viral from there. Make a nice write-up so everybody will be informed.
Kalpana, can I suggest something to you?
Yeah, sure.
I have seen a lot of your work on Facebook,
Yes.
on WhatsApp, and we have talked about it lots of time. If you remember, I'm Deepak
Yes.
Saraf from Pune.
Yes, Deepak. Yeah.
And I could just suggest that if you can give some time to the school, you go to
Okay.
Pajgiri. I know you are in Bangalore. I know you are in Bangalore, but if you go and give some time to the school. The spot ideas which you can give, or you can paint yourself there, it will be marvelous. We can't have any other artist than you. And
It's a little
you're a very-
difficult to just drop everything and go.
You're a very creative artist. I've seen your artwork,
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, but I spoke to Shashita, teacher, the other day, and she also liked my paintings. I had sent her a few copies of my paintings. She liked them, and she said that she wants me to get myself involved in the magazine and the souvenir and all that. But I don't know how it's going to work out since we are all at different places. But I'll try and see.
Let me just come in at that. So I've seen those sketches that you sent to the school. They're beautiful. They're really good. We talked about a few places where we can.
In the meantime, first, I want to thank Alka for doing a lot of coordination, helping with arranging the meetings in the month of January. She has lined up all the meetings of January. I would appeal to all other Sanjeevanites, please do something like that. So let there be a good chain of people who are willing to come and talk. What we have to do is just tell us how we loved our school and what are we doing at present. It is a part of masti, it is a part of just a fun time. There is nothing hi-fi about it, and I think people should feel happy. They should come and be willing. If you want, people can sing a song, they can tell a joke. There is nothing, no restrictions. It's a common room time, so no holds barred, really speaking.
Deepak, but listen, I think you need to take Alka off that. It's very difficult to say no to Alka.
Yeah.
So it's kind of. From your point of view, you got the right person.
I got the right person. Yes. Now, Madhuri Pandit is joining. Madhuri Pandit म्हणजे कोण मला जरा link येत नाहीये.
She was our batch.
Okay.
She was Madhuri Atle.
Okay. So she's coming. So we'll have a chance to say hi to her, and then we will continue with Kalpana if she's. Yeah, Kalpana is here. Kalpana is already on this. Kalpana, keep yourself unmuted. We will first say hello to Madhuri Pandit, and then we'll continue with what you were saying. Madhuri, most welcome to the meeting. Please come on video camera and unmute yourself.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry, I'm going to keep my camera off. We just got back from India. I'm pretty jet lagged and looking awful, still in bed. So I'm sorry about that, but I will listen.
Madhuri, a happy anniversary to you.
Thanks, Abhijat. Happy New Year to all of you.
Yep, thank you.
Happy New Year. So keep coming. Next time you can definitely be more refreshed, and so you can join us. One of these days you should become our guest speaker also. Your 1975 batch, is it? Which batch?
I'm Abhijat's batch.
Same batch. 76. Great. So please keep communicating on this. In this meeting, I have given my number in a chat. I don't know if you will have access to the old chat. My phone number is there. Maybe you can store my number and tell me when you would like to become the guest speaker. And now we will pass on to Kalpana to continue with what she was saying. Kalpana, would you like to take over?
Yeah, I've just, so I'm working on that. Then somebody suggested you should have made a calendar instead of a booklet for the centenary year. So that was another idea, but I think I'm short of few paintings. I have got about 7 or 8 done and need 12 for each month. So if I can manage to get some pictures, I will try and get the 12 done. Yeah.
You can have just 11. 1 month can be just meet the artist. You can have your photographs there.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct. You have to take one photograph of the artist. That is true.
Okay.
And,
Thanks. Yeah.
Very nice.
So that was also there.
I would.
So we got cut off there. So they're actually looking at those pictures to see where they can use them. They will definitely show up in the booklet that they're bringing out for the centenary. But they're also seeing if they can use them in other places. and there were some options that came up. I don't know what the decision on that was, because after that, I was kind of, I left Pasgani, and I was out of those conversations for a little while. But I'm going to be calling them basically to wish them today in any case. So I'll check up on what's happening on that part of the thing.
Sure.
Great.
Deepak, you said that what about Sharad sirs? I'm not a very good portrait sketcher, so it's a little difficult. But Sureka Chavan had sent me some photographs from the school where they have got some plaque kind of thing, which it's a monument kind of thing with his writing on it. So I had that on my mind to write it in a book.
What I feel, if somebody else, any other artist who can do a very good sketch of Sharad sir, it will be really most befitting on the calendar of Sanjeewan's centenary. Because Sisha Kaka was there, but we don't know the senior of Sharad sir, the first principal of the school. We don't know him much, but we know Sharad sir very well. And he was really a great person to sketch, a very handsome, a very respectable man. And his face, if I remember, I always get pleasure, to be. I was in company.
I could get.
So if you can get somebody else to sketch him also, I don't see any difficulty.
Yeah, please. I'll ask. I'll work on it. Yeah, sure.
Please try. Okay, but your idea is very good. I think we need some people to talk in the meeting. Sanjeev Kare is a new entry. Who is Sanjeev Kare? Which batch?
He's from Karad itself, so I know him personally.
Please.
Yeah, he's from Karad.
He's our batch too, Deepak. He was there briefly last week as well.
Sanjeev, please unmute yourself and switch on your video camera.
Yeah. Hi, this is Sanjeev.
Yes.
Kare.
Hey, nice. Please switch on your video camera and tell us about yourself a little bit. Where are you? What are you doing?
Oh, sorry. Just hold on a second. Just kind of.
Okay. Now we can see you. Great.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm basically I'm in Orlando, US.
Okay.
And I work for KPMG.
Okay.
And I've been here for 25 plus years now in US.
Oh, I see. Okay. Great. Oh,
he's our batch too, Deepak.
Yes, so nice. So please keep in touch. My telephone number I have given in this chat. Please store my number, get in touch, and then maybe one of the days you should be a guest speaker to tell us about your life journey.
I'm sorry I missed Abhijat's chat today because I had a late night party yesterday. Couldn't wake up early.
I know. So, but Abhijat decided that nobody should sleep too much, so he himself volunteered that I'll get up early and I trouble all the guys in US. So I told him, yes, do that. It's a good idea. Nobody should party too much. So that is why somebody slept at 10 o'clock, I think, yesterday. So good to discipline people, even on 31st December.
Well, there was a I don't know, saying, we used to say this in the school, Majburi ka naam Mahatma Gandhi. I can't stay awake beyond 10 o'clock, 31st December or not.
Nice. Okay, so nice of you to join us today. We are very nice, happy meeting you. I will like to make some other people also come on the camera and speak to us. Madhuri, Pandit, Ujwala, you are not switching on your camera, nor are you talking to us. What is the problem? Ujwala, are you there? Hello.
Yes,
hi.
We both are here.
Hi, Ujwala. Hi. Both of you. Oh, that's so nice. Chalo, dono aa jao. Camera pe aa jao, dono. Oh, great. Hi, Nandu, कसं काय?
बेसिकली ठीक आहे. आमच्याच क्लासचं सगळं चाललंय. 1976 च्या बॅचेस लोक.
Right. Very beautiful. Oh, your batch is lovely. I can see this. This is a great spirit. And the way you are Sanjeewan is very adorable.
Hey, Nandu, Ujwala. Happy New Year. Hi, Kalpana. Happy New Year.
Hi, Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year.
Hi, Krishna.
क्या मजा है सिर्फ इको टेक्नोलॉजी का। 50 साल के बाद सब लोग इकट्ठे आए हैं, बैठे हैं, यादें कर रहे हैं, पुरानी प्रेयर ग्राउंड की बातें चल रही है, शरद सर की बातें चल रही है। I love technology. Life has improved because of technology. Really great. We could not have imagined some things like this happening ever before. Very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. आणि तुम्ही आता नंदू, तू कधी तुझं गेस्ट स्पीकर म्हणून रोल घेणार फेब्रुवारी मध्ये, ते मला तारीख सांग. कुठलाही संडे घे, संडे.
Nandu, 14th February is taken, so you can tell the other ones.
उपेंद्र आहे 14 फेब्रुवारीला. उपेंद्र, त्याचा वाढदिवस पण आहे.
That is a Monday.
You decide the date and you let me know, or otherwise Alka maybe she'll coordinate with you.
I'm not going to nag anybody now until the end of January, because I did enough nagging for the last week in all the groups. They're all ready to throw me out.
You've done a lot of work.
We've got all 5 weekends of January lined up, so that's good.
Yes.
But now I don't want to keep mentioning in the groups. I'll do it now in 2 weeks. So, but yeah, Nandu, just schedule yourself.
Yeah.
Whenever
Actually, even Madhuri has said kind of yes. And she would be perfect to, she's a teacher in Toronto, so she would be perfect for Suhas's question that comes up. What is the differences in education in India versus US? And she was intrigued by that topic as well. So when she's not jet lagged and whatever, then she can schedule herself as well. So.
Not jet lagged and washed and cleaned.
Right.
Madhuri,
Thank you so much.
Okay, good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I want to let Suhas talk for a while. Suhas has been giving us a lot of new information, what's happening and what is the latest. Suhas, please guide us, tell us.
No, there is nothing new. I mean, again, I would like to repeat what I've been saying and what was touched by Abhijit also. The infrastructural upgradation will keep going on, but what we need today are the admissions. The strength has to come up to a certain level where the school can sustain itself. So may not be your own children or your own grandchildren, but you should motivate your friends, relatives to send their children to Sanjeewan so that the strength goes up. School cannot sustain, I mean, even if you sort of improve the infrastructure facilities, if you don't have a certain number of students, the school cannot sustain.
Yep.
Am I right, Abhijit?
I agree.
Nice to see Deepak Tanna also.
Yes,
Hey, hi.
I'm here.
Hey, Deepak Tanna.
Hello.
Hey, hi. How are you, Deepak?
I'm excellent. Thank you. Yes.
Deepak is an upcoming presenter at the last weekend in 29th, is it, Deepak? You're scheduled for the 29th?
Yes.
Right.
I was
I am
going to
indeed.
ask because he, yeah.
The politician, no?
Yeah.
In England.
Just 2 things I want to quickly mention. Since Abhijat is on today, I wanted to put in a plug-in for his wife's memoir, actually. It's called A Fractured Life. And I think the cover you get in India is different if Abhijat or if Shabnam didn't come back, but if you guys have that cover from India, it's completely different, but the name is of course the same. It was published in 2018 and it's a very interesting read, quick read also. So it's a great book. And the other thing is next weekend with Kalpana Chaubal, right?
I read that book.
Yeah. So I think she's working on a sequel now, as far as I know.
Great.
It's actually a prequel.
Huh?
It's actually a prequel that she's working on.
Oh, prequel. Okay, I see.
I don't encourage her working on the sequel to that.
I was going to say, we can find out more about Abhijat. Yeah.
Yes. Suhas, is there anything else you would like to tell us? I'd like to invite Pradeep. Pradeep is here.
No, thank you.
Okay, Pradeep, are you hearing us? Can you switch on your camera and talk to us for a few minutes? Hi, Pradeep. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Pradeep. Yes.
Hi, Pradeep.
Hello.
So nice.
Abhijat, can you recognize me?
Kind of, yes.
Yes, we know Pradeep
75 batch.
Kulkarni.
Look, it's a really
75
long
batch.
time. I'm sorry.
Do you remember?
Yes.
Pradeep Kulkarni, I remember, of course, but recognize, I mean, if I passed you on the street, don't hold it against me if I hadn't.
Yeah.
I have forwarded a photo to Deepak. 74 C group.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nandu was there.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know.
You also were there, Abhijat.
Nandu, Atul Tyagi, you.
Yeah. I was
Apre,
with Atul Tyagi.
yes.
Do you remember Bulldog?
Yes,
I do.
that was you.
I
That
just
was
didn't want
you.
to say it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it in this forum.
That's exactly how you're known. You're famous. So we used to call you Bulldog.
Yes.
Right. Nice to see you all.
Hey, nice, very nice. Thanks for coming. आता श्याम म्हणून कोणीतरी आले आहेत. श्याम, I don't know if he is my friend Shyam Narvekar or who is. तुमच्या क्लासमध्ये श्याम होता का कोणी 76 बॅच मध्ये?
नाही.
I don't know. Shyam, who is Shyam? Let us see. Hi, Shyam. Shyam, no.
Shyam, you have to unmute yourself.
Shyam, please unmute yourself and come on the camera. Shyam Narvekar, my friend, 1968 batch. Shyam Narvekar, Adarsha Nagar, Varali. I used to go to his place in summers and we used to go for long walks. Varali Dairy, Varali Seaface. सगळं फिरून काढलं. पुण्यामध्ये जेव्हा जत्रा होती, कुठली ती घाटमाथा का काय त्याला म्हणतात, ती घाटचाही नाही, भीमथडी जत्रेमध्ये आम्ही भरपूर भटकलो आणि तिथून ते मडक्यावरच्या त्या मांडे खाल्ले, मांडे विकत घेतले, खूप धमाल केली. श्याम संजीवन मध्ये जाऊन आला रिसेंटली. श्याम, प्लीज टेल अस अबाउट युअर विजिट टू संजीवन. Say hi to this whole batch, 76 batch. Sham, this is a batch of 76. They are doing the great work for the school.
हा, नाही, मी गेलो खरा, पण असं म्हणजे घाबरतच गेलो होतो. कारण एक तर काय की शाळा सोडल्यानंतर एकदा गेलो होतो मी.
Don't move with the camera. Just stay at one place. हलू नकोस.
आता एका ठिकाणी बसतो. तर शशीताई शाळेत म्हटल्यावर तो म्हणाला, शशीताई टीचरना भेटूया का. पहिल्यांदा माझं हे नको म्हणूनच होतं, कारण काय त्यांचं आणि माझं कधी जमलं नव्हतं असं मला वाटत होतं. तर म्हटलं जाऊया. तर बरोबर माझी बायको होती. म्हटलं जाऊन भेटायला काय हरकत आहे, आता काय शाळेतलं 70ला पोहोचला तुम्ही लोक, आता काय करणार आहे त्या टीचर. मग गेलो मी. मग तिकडे देशपांडे सर होते, त्यांनी नेलं मला. आणि तिकडे देशमुख सर बसले होते, म्हणजे मी त्यांना ओळखत नव्हतो. तिकडे गेल्यावर ओळख झाली. शशीताई आणि अनगाच ना. त्या दोघी होत्या. मग त्यांच्याशी भेटलो, बोललो. मग ते व्हर्च्युअल मीट आहे म्हणून सांगितलं. तू बोलला होता किती तारखेला रे ते
व्हर्च्युअल मीट? ती ह्याच्या आपल्या संजीवन सेंटेनरी चॅलेंज 23 जानेवारी का असं काहीतरी तारीख आहे, 23 ते 30 अशी त्याची एक आठवडा विंडो आहे.
तर मी आज सकाळी आठवण करत होतो, मला वाटलं ती 10 तारखेला.
नाही.
एनिवे,
येस. सो
तर
तू
23 तारखेचा काय
सेंटेनरी चॅलेंजला रजिस्टर केलं का? संजीवन सेंटेनरी चॅलेंजचं रजिस्ट्रेशन
नाही, रजिस्टर नाही केलं.
करून टाक, लवकर करून टाक. ओके,
कोणाकडे करायचं ते
त्याची लिंक आहे, मी लिंक पाठवतो. ते लिंक वरनं रजिस्ट्रेशन करायचं आणि देन यू हॅव ऑप्शन. You can swim or you can run or you can skip or you can walk. The 4 options आहेत health fitness साठी, and you have to do one of those and then log your time done. आणि तो टाइम तिथे सबमिट करायचा. त्यांचं ऍप असते, त्या ऍप मध्ये तो टाइम तुम्ही इनपुट करायचा. and you have to meet 100 minutes total. If you work out for 100 minutes total, then you have met the Sanjeewan Centenary Challenge. It is to, this is in support of school and first event officially launched by the school. So please register yourself and all of us. We are 10, 12 people on the group. I hope everybody has registered, and please spend a lot of your time in communicating with your friends. Tell all of them to register for Sanjeewan Centenary Challenge, because if we don't get sufficient registrations, the school is going to lose money. Mr. Adige has sponsored this entire event by paying the entire amount, and he's going to, he's not expecting anything back. But if we get sufficient registrations, the school will at least get back that money, 76,000 rupees. Otherwise, the event will go in a loss. And one advantage of registering is you can even tell your non-Sanjeewanite friends to register, so that they will also become aware that there is a school, Sanjeewan, which has completed its 100 years. So the idea is to sell this competition even to non-Sanjeewanites and tell them interesting है, health के लिए participate करो, हमारी school के लिए support करो. So we can get the pleasure of spreading the public image of Sanjeewan in the society. I had proposed, I had suggested an idea that we should make a video. I think I can play my video also if I have access to it. But have you heard my video? Has everybody seen my video of Happy New Year, Sanjeewan?
Yes, yes. I've seen.
Yes, yes.
I've seen.
Yes.
So I made a video. The idea is because social media do play a lot of role in perception. It is people's perception of what is Sanjeewan as a school. You can tell 10 people, 10 relatives, आपका बच्चा school जाने के लिए होगा तो उसको संजीवन में भेजिए. That is a very good service you will do to the school. But at this age now, we have very few people who have school going children. The school going children are in the generation of our own children. So we are not coming directly in contact with somebody whom we can advise कि भाई तेरे बेटे को तो संजीवन में भेजना. Lekin if we make a social media video, if you make some postings on social media of your own groups, WhatsApp groups, your own things, Sanjeewan pages, Sanjeewan page, so that can influence the people. If there are 100 videos going on, and if somebody gets 10 videos praising Sanjeewan, that mind will be starting to consider कि हाँ लगता है ये school अच्छा है, बच्चे बड़े प्यार करते हैं school से. So this is my way of trying to put the things on social media. But remember, social media does play a big role. So try to help if you can make your own video and post it across and share it across people. I have received a lot of personal likes from my friends and relatives when I have made that video and posted it. Good. Thanks for listening to me. Thanks for listening to Abhijat. Thanks for coming to the meeting. If there are any other points, let's discuss. Otherwise, we can even stop the meeting.
I just want to support Alka's plug for Shabnam's book. It was really awesome reading, very interesting, gives you a different perspective on life. So definitely, if you haven't read it, please do go in and buy it and read it so you're ready for the prequel.
Oh, I see.
Fractured Life. Yeah.
Thank you, Alka and Madhuri. And yes, you can get it on Amazon if you want to order it online.
Yeah, I got mine on Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Great.
And I can add a little thing there. Whenever we do meet, I will make sure the author signs it.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. That's a bonus.
Yeah, mine is signed.
Yeah, mine is signed too.
Yeah.
Bye.
Great. So I think
guys,
we can
have a good weekend.
Close the meeting.
Bye,
It's been
everyone.
very nice. Let's meet again.
Abhijat, thanks. Thanks, Abhijat.
Thank you.
Nice
Thank you
to
guys
see you.
for
Thank you.
See
Please
you.
keep coming
spending your
again
Saturday
and
morning.
again.
See you
Thank
next
you very
time.
much. Ujjwala, thank you very much. Nandu, thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed.
Kalpana आणि कल्पना पेडणेकर थांबली का नाही गेली. Kalpana, thank you very much. Deepak, thank you very much. I wish you now have a lot of parties. You missed one party because of us, but now you have a full week of partying for the first week of January. Great.
Abhijat, will this be on YouTube? Because I'm
Yes.
sorry I missed it.
Yes. I'm going to
Okay.
post it on YouTube maybe tomorrow or day after. It will be on YouTube, and I will share the link on Sanjeewan Centennial Celebrations Facebook page, and also on some of the WhatsApp groups. You will definitely get the link. Do you have my phone number, Madhuri?
I don't think so.
I put it on chat. Do you think you can see all the chats in this, or I'll
Yeah.
put it
Yeah.
here? I'll again
Yes,
put
I
it
will.
here. Here is my number.
Okay, let me check.
It's my number is like a limerick. You can sing my number. 99229
Okay.
09009.
Very nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right
I
then,
just,
friends.
Started.
Wait, Madhuri, you have to go on Deepak Phadnis's YouTube channel and
Okay.
like be a member, right, Deepak?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Then you can,
subscribing.
then we can
Be a
get,
member.
yeah, subscribe, right?
Subscribe.
And then we
Okay.
will get all the past talks. There are Pradeep Kulkarni also has already done one, the one who was here just a moment ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Many fascinating ones from the past. I think there are maybe about 10 overall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before signing up, I just want to wish everybody a happy new year.
Sanjeev.
Yes. Happy New Year, Sanjeev. Happy New Year, everyone.
Bye bye, everybody. Sanjeev.
Bye.
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 See you all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Abhijat, bye. Thank you for coming.
Bye.
Thank you for
Bye.
sharing.
Look forward
Thank
to
you very
listening
much.
to Abhijat and Alka.
Thank you. Bye.